Virgo. Sorry that I didn't get your message out, Virgo, when I should have. I've been working overtime on something else. Source has got my focus on right now, and it's kind of messed my schedule. It's messed with my schedule. You know what? I'm looking in the camera. I'm seeing some here. There's something. A saw. What is it? Dragonfly, a shell. And then a vortex, yeah. And a flower. All right. This is significant. Your spirit team, this whale tail is giving me the message from here, which the whale card is great worry over nothing, and they actually had me pull this deck out to use for you. So they want you to know with the dragonfly here, you are literally transforming right now. This is about spiritual awakening, having a transformation. There's something you are actually working through right now. It could feel like chaos, but it's actually a new beginning for you. And you're trying to figure it out. The more you figure this out, the more you transform, the more you transition, the more you're realizing what you have to cut out of your life with this little saw here. So you're doing the right thing, even if it feels not right, is what they want you to know. And with this vortex, the eternal love, and that looks like either, let me see. I'm hearing Archangel, but I'm also getting a message of Mother Mary. There's great worry over nothing. Everything that you want that's in your vortex that's ready to come to you is going to come to you. I heard divine love and divine timing. Receiving something too soon can blow up the entire plan that Source has made. So while you are over here feeling like you're not getting something right, you're dealing with chaos, you don't understand where you're moving forward, Source is helping you cut out the chaos as they work to make something go in your favor with divine timing here. But they do want to point out with this whale, I just went between my legs. There's great worry over nothing. They've got this figured out. 303 was just on the clock. Now, what is this about? I did hear, I don't know, did you used to sing a lot in the car or sing along to music or have maybe you sing? I don't know. They're wanting you to sing more because it helps to recalibrate your energy, your vibration. It helps with that, but I'm also hearing pay attention to the messages because you're receiving really specific messages now, like divine guidance from somebody very specific. And they need you to trust them and they need you to believe in them and know that they're on your side. They are not like these, I just heard this, the 404. They are not like these other yahoos you've had to deal with. They're not like the other people you've had to deal with. Virgo, you just came out. Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Taurus, and Aries. So I'm hearing those are some of the yahoos you had to deal with. So they don't want you focusing on that. They're wanting you, what? Okay, 444. I'm seeing someone with a flower in their hair. They have darker hair and they're like dancing in a hula skirt. I heard someone you meet in the future that becomes a great, it becomes a great partnership. So there's something about like a tropical type of vacation or tropical, you're going to a tropical destination for some reason. I just got goosebumps everywhere. Albeit they were light goosebumps. They weren't like totally intense. So that to me kind of seems like a couple months away. What it feels like. 1 month. I just heard it's an impromptu toodaloo. So it's like an impromptu vacation where you get to say sayonara to some people. Okay. You may not realize it, but you follow impulses much better than you give yourself credit for. There have been a lot of situations where you've had to kind of make decisions that felt like snap decisions, but they were actually divinely guided. And some, they want to point out like you somehow someone here has learned how to not react, relax. So when source will take you places, sometimes they'll take you somewhere that seems off or confusing, but there's a reason they take you there, and you have been somebody, it's like you don't understand why you had to go a certain way or do something, right? But you follow that impulse anyway and you do it, and then you see the payoff of it. They want you to realize those are impulses you've been following, thinking on your feet, not realizing, because I'm hearing there are a lot of moving parts. So there's other, so these people, the yahoos they said you're cutting out, I heard friends, family, and the like. Friends, family, and the like. Um, as they make split decisions, it changes a decision you have to make over here, kind of like when Jesus was being hunted by the Roman guards. Um, he knew what was going to happen. He was aware that he was supposed to, be caught at some point. But he was also aware that it wasn't time at certain times. So he knew when he had to leave. He knew when he had to move. He knew what decision he had to make, and he knew where he had to go. And it was all divinely guided with Jesus thinking on his feet. And you are doing the same thing. There's something about you have skated by some very dangerous circumstances and come out very it's like healthy and clean, and these search, and it's like maybe people are trying to do things to you that are dangerous, and source is like, nope, look, we see this, oh, they think they're going to do this, so we got to get them to, we're going to have to put this in the way, shift the timeline, move them over here, and then all of that, the inner beings are talking. And this is what I'm getting, there are inner beings of people who are the yahoos that you've had to deal with, friends, family, and the like, where you are in the process of teaching them a lesson. Because one who is connected to the stream is more powerful than millions who are not. And you being connected, I keep hearing like Jesus, you being connected in that type of communication is what saved you so many times. And it's like people are starting to think that they're like you're a witch or something, or they're starting to think that how do they know this, how are they, and it's kind of freaking them out that you were able to pick up so much without having any type of communication with him. They're really like, I just heard someone shaking in their boots over I'm saying handcuffs. They just told me, and it's not you. I don't know why that's important, but they're like, and it's not you. There's a song by Ava Max called, is it called Freaking Me Out? Sounds in the hallway, rocking chairs are moving on their own, and now I'm falling for you, so much so that it's freaking me out. So whatever that song is, it's like somebody is experiencing things that, like, ooh. Here's what I heard. You know that movie Ghost? Oh, Patrick Swayze just showed up. What's the scene where the guy in Ghost, who has the dark curly hair, he was the one that shot Patrick Swayze and killed him. He was supposed to just get his wallet, and he didn't get his wallet. He ended up killing him. Well, later in the movie, he sees these black things coming towards him when he's dying, and they're saying that's the kind of energy that's around these people right now because of their vibration. So while they see you coming out unscathed in something, their energy's in a much darker place, and they are being freaked out by lower vibrational energies because they're in the emotions of stress. They're in the emotions of anger. They're in the emotions, those lower vibration, hatred, rage, jealousy, insecurity. They're in guilt, unworthiness, powerlessness, feeling discouraged, 1111. That's what I'm getting is they have other energies attaching to them that's literally attacking them for you. And you have nothing. It's like these energies cannot attack you because you're staying above, you're staying in that higher vibration. Sometimes you dip and sometimes they sneak in, but source comes right back and says, oh, this is lower vibrational. So, and you know what, that's interesting. I had this happen to me the other day. So whoever you are, this will make sense to you, and it's going to clear everything up. So when you are in lower vibrational emotions, and we all are, we bounce back and forth throughout the day based on the topics that we are listening to, or what we are experiencing. I went into meditation and I kind of woke up in this mood. I'm like, okay, this is going to be a healing day. When I wake up like that, I just know, so I'm going to be doing some healing, and it's okay. So I go into meditation and I'm trying to get answers. And I have a communication system with Source. And they know what that communication system is. I'm not going to share it here because I have people from my past that are stalking me heavily, especially on here, a whole big group of them. So I'm not going to share those things with you. What happened though was the lower vibrational energies were mimicking the moves that Source and I have together. And it was confusing me. And when you are trying to connect with Source, the more you connect with them, the clearer you will feel, the more peace you will feel, frisky, happy, those really nice, positive emotions, just being enthusiastic or feeling eager to start your day, feeling optimistic about what's coming forward. That's when you know you are touching on the higher vibrational energies. But I woke up and I was going through healing, and there are times when I go through healing and it's like I'm feeling those icky emotions, but then I will have my mom or my brother or someone come in and start speaking truth to that after I do the healing. So when I went into meditation this morning, or not this morning, the other morning, I was asking questions, trying to get clarity on a situation that we're dealing with. And I kept getting confused by how they were communicating because my communication style with Source is, it's set. We have a vibe, right? And they were trying, these lower vibrational energies were trying to mimic what Source does. And next thing I know, my lips just started getting very, very tingly. Then my nose got tingly and numb, and it went up, and then I could feel the tingling go up around my eyebrows, all the way across, and then I felt them breathe my body. And they said, this is not Source speaking right now. These are lower vibrational energies that are trying to confuse me. So I'm not going to listen to them. I am going to get this. I am going to blah, blah, blah. I am da, da, da. And I believe God. Boom. That was the end of it. Those energies went away. And it's like they just came up into my body and spoke this for me. And as they came up into my body and spoke that truth, those energies had to disappear. So this is what I'm getting for a group here. They want you practicing that more. They want you really practicing and getting in tune with how you communicate with your spirit team. They want you to think about that because you're doing it, 444, you're doing it unintentionally. Like you're doing it, but you're so good at it, you're not picking up on the fact that you are following impulses like a master, but you are. So you see here, I love that how you got the set healthy boundaries card. For someone here, I just heard you're doing way, way, way too much for another adult who's capable of doing things for themselves. You shouldn't be running errands for these people when they don't do it for you. You shouldn't be helping these people when they don't help you. It's like almost like this is what's happening. This is what they're trying to get you to cut out. And by setting healthy boundaries, like certain people just have come to expect that you owe them something and you don't. And that's you're going to have to set some boundaries with them. They're going to take it in an unsavory way. They're going to take it as like a rejection of them when you say, "Hey, you got a car, you got feet, go do it." It's like almost like they want you to do it because when you do things for them, it's like an act of love for them. They think it's like an act of love. And you are somebody right now, you need to be focused heavily on this. This is where your bread and butter is going to come from. This is where your happiness is going to come from. And this is where the clarity of freedom is going to come from. It's not going to come from you helping other people who are more than capable of helping themselves. Okay, I want to leave it there. They're saying one more of these. Ooh. Know your worth. This is what it means. It's like you've been giving your power away to other people who don't value your worth, who don't value what you bring, who just expect things because they're pompous and they don't want you helping people like that. You need to be helping yourself. They can act they can act like they're helpless. They can act like they don't know what they're doing. But I heard they've gotten through their entire life taking care of themselves up until you help them. And now all of a sudden they just want you to continue doing that. They don't, sources saying, no, you've got other plans for your life. You've got other dreams and other visions that are taking you other places. And they don't want you sitting around, even if it's just emotional support for a friend. You don't need to sit there and listen to your friend's baggage. Your friend needs to process that with source, and your friends need to deal with that on their own. It's not your place to deal with other people's emotional baggage. You have enough of your own that you're dissecting and cutting out. Okay, gonna leave that there. All right, I just heard hear me out. Like, hear me out. You don't know all the pain I've been feeling, blah, blah, blah. Tell me how. I always feel like something's missing. Those are the types of conversations they don't want you having right now. Your focus needs to be on pure positive energy to keep your vibration high, to stay in your vortex so that you are able to easily make decisions. You trying to help other people and getting frustrated are those lower vibrational energies attaching to other people in your vicinity and using them to get to you. I also just heard, please put fresh flowers all over your entire living space. You need it to absorb those dark energies because other people are projecting things onto you out of jealousy, and you need to be able to block that. And it'll be easy to do it when you have flowers. Even if they're not in the same home. So, and this does happen. They've used my daughter. I've had them use my daughter. It's like I will set a boundary and she will be in a great mood, and then all of a sudden she comes up here and she's crying hysterically. I don't know what happened. I all of a sudden it's because she's easily susceptible to those energies and they're able to attach to her, and then she comes up here and I have to help her process that. And it's because those other energies are trying to get me from moving, keep me from moving forward. So I had to set a boundary with that, and I had to tell her, you have to process your own emotions. Here's how you do it. So I didn't process them for her. I taught her how to fish so she could fish for herself. I taught her how to process so she could process for herself. Right? It's like I can't even have my daughter. It's like they will use your children against you, and just to distract you and take you. Because if you're distracted, you're going to stay over here, where they're wanting you up here. So as long as they can play a distraction game, they're going to do that because it keeps you from moving forward. And you know what? That's the thing, guys. These lower vibrational energies, when they do stuff, it is so subtle to us as a human being. We think it's just part of life to have to deal with this stuff. It's not. It is not part of life to have to deal with this stuff. You can rise above that. But if you are enmeshed with other people who are not moving forward with you and you are unequally yoked, you're going to feel choked. So it's like you have to be able to cut that out. Yeah, yeah. I love it. Do you see what flew out over here? Think on your feet, the judgment card. They're helping you get your new beginning right now. And in order to get there, in order for them to be able to pull you up out of this and help you, they've had to require a lot from you when it comes to making moves, the right moves to pull you out of this energy. I keep hearing family, and I'm also seeing 543. Mm-hmm. What I say? What I say? Family. Yep, I did. You need to set some healthy boundaries with your family. Know that you are meant to teach your children how to process so they can do it on their own. You're not supposed to process everything for them. Yes, be there for them. Yes, help them, but give them the tools and equip them to figure this stuff out on their own. Because when they get out into the real world, when they're older and they have families and they have responsibilities and things going awry, you're going to want to be able to teach them how to like navigate their emotions so that they can get past something and keep moving forward. Because if they keep getting hit with stress or trauma or fear, it may block them from moving forward because they don't know how to process their emotions. Healthy, successful people do know how to process their emotions. Any leader in the world, that's typically one of the things they will talk about. I've listened to so many, and they say that knowing your worth and being able to shift quickly when things happen, that's important. It takes practice. Okay. Set healthy boundaries, and look what came out. A kid. Even that. Oh my God. Family. Didn't I just say it? Didn't I just say it? I even gave you an example. But this is a theme that's happening in the collective. This is a theme. It's family, people you want to be there for, and you can be there for. Yes, be there for your kids, but it's like don't let them monopolize your time to the point where you can't get anything done because that's what these lower vibrational energies are trying to do. They're trying to distract you and keep you from moving forward with the things that you need to be focused on right now. So I just heard coming up is awareness week. This week you're going to become very aware of the problems in society, the problems within yourself, and how those correlate to each other. Yeah, and they're tapping my left arm and how those correlate. So there's something that's went on out and about, and it's also being brought into the home, and you are going to be very aware of that this week. And how all it's like you're getting a lot of clarity this week. A lot of good things happening as far as clarity. It's going to help you move forward quickly, is what I heard. You're going to be given something that helps you move forward quickly. It's going to catapult you. It's like instead of having to do this, and this step, it's going to be like a slingshot. Take you here, shoot it back here, and then take you here. Okay, I am going to leave it there, guys. I will see you in the next one, Virgos. Peace and love.